Hey, I'll show you this real quick as I'm doing a test, but this is the video. I'm gonna play it and see if I can talk over it and you can hear me and I can hear myself.
We have the worst health outcomes. It's because of chronic disease. And we've got to figure out what's causing it, eliminate it. We have, and it's not rocket science, it's glyphosate, which is the active ingredient in Roundup. It's neonicotinoid pesticides. It's atrazine. It's PFOAs, the forever chemicals that are in all of our child's pajamas. They're in our furniture. I've litigated on them as well. It's high fructose corn syrup.
These other countries don't have that?
No, if you want to drink a Coke, drink a Mexican Coke, because they don't allow it down there. There's 1,000 ingredients in our food that are banned in Europe. And we're poisoning, we're mass poisoning an entire generation of kids. These kids are obese. It's not because they suddenly got lazy.
All right, this is part 2 of that same video, but I wanted to go ahead and see if I can try to tell you a story about what's going on. And it's not easy, even though I've been knowing some of this stuff for over 20 years. And I've seen it in my downloads and I knew what it would look like, but it doesn't look the same. Everything is changing. As soon as we think we know something about this reality, it ceases to exist in the way that we thought it did 10 minutes ago, a day ago, a week ago. Time is accelerating at a faster and faster pace. So as we hear this breaking news and we see these things happening, it makes us question everything about what we know. And that's a good thing because the world is needing answers. And so if you go to my Twitter page, jump over there. All right. I've had this piece up right here for a very long time. And even on my Facebook page, if you go to it, you will see that I've had this picture up here for a very long time. There's a lot of hidden things in the comments section. If I move this over, you can see the comments section. That has been where I posted a lot of things where it was easy to find and it never went away, if you know what I'm talking about. But look at everything with as good of eyes as you got through the spirit of the resurrected power of the I Am, because things are not as they appear. And so, yeah, this young lady right here, she did a really good way of talking, and she said it all. She nailed it. And let me see if I want to play it from a certain point of view. What would I do? Oh, I know what I do. I'll go to my web page, my blog page, I should say, and I'll play it from there, and you should be able to hear it.
Wait, the entirety almost of my
Oh,
generation, along with the 2 generations that followed, have fallen victim to America's unchecked obesity crisis and over 170 comorbidities that go along with it. I don't know about you, but I've watched my friends jabbing themselves every day with fertility drugs, praying for a pregnancy, my friends getting up at the crack of dawn to get radiated where the lump was found in their breast, my friends swallowing fistfuls of pills to manage their debilitating anxiety and depression. The decades between 1980 and now didn't beget a genetic quantum leap in which
Well, I'm not going to play the whole thing there, but I'm going to just kind of go through it a little bit and play just a tidbit here.
eat just one. And to ensure that you don't, Added measures are taken to inundate our physical surroundings. We're literally flooded with food, and we are brainwashed by ubiquitous cues to eat, whether it's the Taco Bell advertisement on the side of a bus as you drive to work or the vending machine at your kid's school. There is no place we spend time that's left.
Basically, as you watch what I've posted and look at what's being said, you will, this is her description. Let me just see if I can do this real quick.
In this blog post, we analyze Jillian Michaels' impactful speech at the American Health and Nutrition Roundtable. Michaels critiques the American healthcare system, highlights the chronic disease epidemic, and calls for urgent changes to improve public health. Join us as we delve into the key points of her speech and explore the broader context of this important event. Learn why Michaels received a standing ovation and what her message means for the future of healthcare. Jillian Michaels, a renowned fitness expert and former star of The Biggest Loser, delivered a powerful speech at the American Health and Nutrition Roundtable. Her speech received a standing ovation, highlighting the impact of her message on the audience.
Well, I hope that is readable for people and people can get a gist of what this is. I went ahead and I fact-checked and used AI Copilot, and this is what it came up with. But as you come down, you'll see this.
Debate. But with artificial food dyes, they have shown all over the world that they can use colorants that come from fruit.
This is the Canadian version.
This is the brightness of the Canadian version, just for visibility. And this is the brightness of artificial food dyes.
I don't know if you can see.
So,
the
of
difference
course,
in color as good
Kellogg
as I
and other
can,
food
but
companies will argue
it's a big
children
difference.
prefer this over this, just as they would prefer cocaine over sugar. That doesn't make it okay.
But I think
It doesn't make it okay. And he's saying a joke there, but man, I'm telling you, we have been lied to about everything. We'll go down just a little bit. That's Robert right there, Robert Kennedy. And this lady had something good to say. Let's just play just a piece of it.
Our government is letting U.S. food companies get away with serving American citizens harmful ingredients that are banned or heavily regulated in other countries. Even worse, American food companies are selling the same exact products overseas without these chemicals, but choose to continue serving us the most toxic version here. It's
Yeah, it's not natural. The way things have been run in the past are begging to be, and we're at that time where the truth is going to come out. One way or another, everybody will know that we've been lied to and manipulated on a grand scale. So I wanted to kind of show you that there are a lot of good people out there that have a lot of good things to say. So come to the buddyhuggins.com blog page and you'll hear a lot of good messages. I fact check everything, and I'm not going to post anything that is not truthful.
Gates strongly implies that AI should be programmed to immediately mass censor disfavored views of vaccines.
If you're causing people not to take vaccines, you know, where are those boundaries that even...
Yeah, a video like that would get me canceled, just total canceled. So, yeah. We're living in a weird time, but if you want to see and hear what I've been doing and what I've been posting, you'll understand. I put these links in here, and I talk about a subject like John Kennedy and Senator Kennedy and Josh Hawley, but those are key factors of people that are at the cutting edge of telling the truth. And so then I embed Twitter links into it, and you can see that they go into detail.
Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
Are they a threat to democracy? Yes.
Are they going to take our rights away? Yes. Are they going to put people's lives in danger? Yes. Are they going to endanger the planet by not dealing with climate change? Yes.
People need to start taking to the streets. This is a dictator.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country. Maybe there will be.
She's a genuine danger to American security.
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
We have to preserve our democracy, or speak out against lies and hate.
There needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
Have a consistent narrative about how dangerous Trump is.
President Biden has been clear-eyed about the threat that the former president represents to our democracy.
Now, whether or not you understand how things work, it's all symbolic. It's like as if we were watching a movie. And so they've had control over Hollywood for so long and spinning spells. The words that you speak are powerful. And that's why I teach people to speak life to their atoms, their cells, and their DNA. I speak healing, love, and energy to come to this planetary plane of existence so we don't have to relive things that had happened in the past that caused great distress to millions and millions of people.
Come outside.
These things have to stop, and the perpetrators of this type of incidents, people have to remember and see back when this event happened and what it did to their minds and what is it doing to the victims. The truth has to come out, and slowly but surely we're on path of disclosure. Full disclosure would be wonderful, but it's going to take a while. It's still a slow train wreck, though time is speeding up, and it does seem like everything is moving faster. The more the information comes to you, the more that you have to ask for discerning abilities to realize what is true and what is the proper way to see how things are changing. And as they change, you have to be the change you wish to see in the world. Now, this is a really good documentary here. I'm not going to play any of it, but I'll let you read this.
In this blog post, we delve into the history and influence of Cargill Incorporated, the largest privately held company in the United States. From its humble beginnings in 1865 to its current status as a global powerhouse, Cargill's journey is marked by strategic acquisitions, market consolidation, and a vast product range. We explore how Cargill's business practices have shaped the food industry, impacted wages, and influenced family farms. Join us as we uncover the secrets behind Cargill's success and the controversies that surround this agricultural giant.
Yeah, you gotta watch that video. That is very informative, and it's pretty much right on time with what is happening. This one is a really good video, and it's full of really good information. And this is...
In this blog post, we explore the controversial claim that the processed food industry was created by the cigarette industry. We delve into the history of major acquisitions by tobacco giants like Philip Morris and R.J. Reynolds, their influence on food companies, and the alleged manipulation of public health guidelines. Join us as we uncover the tactics used to make food addictive and the impact on our diets and health. In recent years, there has been growing concern about the influence of big corporations on our food supply. One of the most controversial claims is that the processed food industry was created by the cigarette industry. This blog post explores the history of major acquisitions by tobacco giants like Philip Morris and R.J. Reynolds, their influence on food companies, and the alleged manipulation of public health guidelines.
Now, I did fact check all this information, and you can see in the description of the blog page, it goes into great detail.
In this blog post, we explore the controversial claim that the processed food industry was created by the cigarette industry. We delve into the history of major acquisitions by tobacco giants like Philip Morris and R.J. Reynolds, their influence on food companies, and the alleged manipulation of public health guidelines. Join us as we uncover the tactics used to make food addictive and the impact on our diets and health.
And you can see it's fact checked, and you can read it for yourself. But this is a way of telling you a story about what's going on. I'm going to start off slow and easy, get familiar with the proper technique for doing it, and using different software and different things. Let me click in the right box and I can, there it is, and I can do that. But thank you for watching my channel. If it looks like I'm not doing right clicks and things, that's okay. It's just storytelling, and that's all we have the right to do. We don't have the right to give misinformation out and not teach. So if I'm going to show you something and teach you something, I definitely want you to know what is the truth as I see it. And then once you learn the truth will make you free. It will set you free, and you'll become that you say you are, with the spoken word of our auditorial voice. And we speak life to this planetary plane of existence in this now continuum of time. We ask for wisdom for ourselves, and wisdom for our leaders, and wisdom for our leaders to know when to get the hell out of the way, because truth is unrefutable. It's facts. It's the awakening right in front of you, and it's happening. Don't fall into despair and think that there's nothing good coming, because I got to tell you, there's a lot of good coming. And over the days, weeks, and months and years, I'll do my best to try to help guide you and lead you and show you that you are the one we're waiting on. The very essence of the Christ consciousness that lives within you is the hope of glory. It's the manifestation of the true teaching of Yeshua ben Joseph. It is the spoken word to our atoms, our cells, and our DNA. We have to start there and rebuild our bodies, our minds, all the way down to the atoms and to the mitochondrial cells and the telomeres. We speak healing, loving Christ energy flowing throughout our entire body, from the tips of our toes to the top crown of our head. We speak healing to this planetary plane of existence in this now continuum of time. We speak that we are becoming younger, stronger, healthier, and healthier, that we are eating and choosing to eat the right foods. We are becoming one with the truth of who are people that have told us lies. We're going to love them, and we're going to forgive them, and we're going to treat them as if we wanted to be treated that way ourselves. And that is the best that we can do, is never curse anyone. If you curse someone, you're only cursing yourself. So be kind to yourself. Choose food. Stay away from the inner aisles of the supermarkets. If it's made by process, avoid it. Start fasting. If you never did intermediate fasting, I have videos about it, and look it up. You'll find it, and then you'll be led to how to do it yourself and why to do it. So I want to say thank you for watching my channel, and I'm going to go. But I'll lead you into that little simple teaching of speaking life to your atoms, your cells, and your DNA. You become that you say you are. If you sit around and you say you're broke, busted, sick, and disgusted, you'll get every reason from the universe to be that. But if you believe that you're blessed and got much favor, you will be becoming the words that you speak to your atoms, your cells, and your DNA. You will rebuild your body, and you will live a life that is worthy of living. thank you so much for watching my channel. I really appreciate it. That's all I got to say about that. Y'all have fun, and I'm going to keep having fun too. Love each and every one of y'all. Good night, and I'll talk to you later.